Aqua Soul family, what it do? It's your girl Ember 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarian gang. What it do, you guys? Hope you are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Give us exactly what we need to know. It's going to be for Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. The messages are general, of course, right? So it may or may not resonate. Take what does, leave the rest. Try to keep an open mind when it comes to tarot, guys. It is fluid, right? So I upload for us quite often just in case you don't happen to get your story this time or your whole story this time, etc., etc., right? Okay, so that's just a little bit of a segue to just let you know to go ahead and click the subscribe button then, because I do upload for us quite often. You may want to also click that notification bell, all right, as well as the like button, guys. It's free, okay, before we jump in. Bit of an action-packed pre-shuffle. Very unexpected, okay. Bigger pre-shuffle than I've ever experienced before. I'm just going to say that. It's definitely someone struggling, right, with their habits. Whoever this is showing up, right? Now, I didn't necessarily want to get right into this person's ass, right, the way I normally do. Y'all know I don't mind. I don't mind keeping it real, tell them like it is, okay? I even felt a bit of like, like remorse for this person. Just because whatever it is that those habits entail, this is not somebody who will acknowledge them. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. That's too much like right. But they also don't want to just sit by and do nothing. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who wants to do something about it. They want to do something. They want to fix it. They want to change it. They want to move things around or, you know, get the ball rolling. They just want some action here. They want to take action. Here's the issue with this person and their actions, okay? This is a doer, right? This is not a listener. That's the problem. That's the problem that I'm having with this individual, okay? This motherfucker don't listen to nobody. They don't listen. They ain't listen to their teachers in school. They ain't listen to their mama and daddy. They ain't listening to their bosses. They ain't listening to the cops. They don't listen to the judges. Nobody. They don't listen. It's a true issue for this person. It's a know-it-all, right? Even if it's not a know-it-all, it's just a person. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's something in their characteristics or their character traits that just does not allow them to let somebody finish a sentence, let somebody finish a thought. Even if they let you finish a thought, they are not listening. So don't be fooled. You like, girl, I already knew that. Yeah. You either couldn't get a word in edgewise with this person. The second you start to relate to them the issue, what it is that you need, what it is that they have missed in reference to opportunities missed in this connection, how to fix it, you know, the exit that's about to happen, right? Your exit strategy. You may have laid it all out for this person, what was about to occur, but they didn't hear you, right? You told them, they didn't hear it, right? And even if they heard the actual words, I will leave your ass. I will fucking leave you. I do not need you. I do not need you around. Like, you add nothing. You literally are a liability at this point. I bought a ticket. I'm leaving. Like, I'm selling the house, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, okay? Me and the kids are out this bitch. We're gone. Like, I got a job elsewhere. I'm seeing someone else, right? All of these things that you may have been relaying, they heard none of it. This is a very, very slow listener. So what this Knight of Pentacles is showing to me, right? That's what it's screaming to me. This is somebody who is slower to listen, quicker to doing. And the problem with doing when you haven't heard what the fuck somebody said is you doing all the wrong shit. This person has pushed your buttons like no other, okay? They have done some shit that you just can't even explain to yourself why they stayed around as long as they did. Lots of chances to fuck up. Lots of chances to mess up. Lots of chances. Lots of chances. Here's what this person did know. They did know the magnitude of this connection. They knew the strength of the connection between the two of you. All of these cards are in the reverse, by the way. Lots of major arcana. So I feel like there's a lot of big shifts and changes happening in your life. I believe, okay, and this is because I'm being told it intuitively, that these are changes that you are making yourself. You are making these changes. You are actively changing and shifting things around you, which is in turn manifesting the outcome and the things that you see for yourself, right? Like the desires that you have for yourself. Right? No longer accepting bullshit just adds more of that energy. No more bullshit shall come towards you. Like, it's very easy. It's all energy, right? So I feel like you have a big hand in the shifts and changes that are occurring. Now, not to say that these shifts and changes have not been painful, because they have. Very, very hard trials, tribulations, growing pains, if you will. As I was stating, this person does know the magnitude and the strength of this connection. They quite like it, right? This person did have lots of feelings for you. This person did have the love. They did quite enjoy all of the aspects that this connection brought to their life, right? Lots of resources, lots of just soul food, right? On a soul level, if we're just speaking on a soul level, you really fed this person, okay? You really helped them grow. The things that they were able to hear you say actually helped them grow, but they didn't hear a whole lot of the important shit that you had to say. And this is why things have come to a demise. You might not have understood that. It's like I clearly told you, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, I told you what you needed to do. I laid it all out for you, plain and simple. I gave you the cheat sheet. I gave you a cheat sheet. You know what I'm saying? I gave you all the answers to the test. You know, I gave you the map, the roadmap, all of that. I even called it Uber for you. You didn't even have to drive that bitch. Call Uber for you so that they could just drive the map for you. All you had to do was follow directions, and you didn't do it. But they didn't hear it. They didn't hear any of that shit that you was talking, okay? So we do have a disconnect here. Both the Two of Cups and the Lovers in the reverse. Yikes. I feel like you plopped both of those in the reverse, okay? This is on par with what you consider a self-love journey that you are on for yourself, right? We have this manifestational card that has come out, right? It says last quarter moon in Libra. Lots of cards to deal with balancing and getting things back in harmony, recalibrating chakras and shit like that. It says make time for self-love. So make no mistakes about it. You are on track. You are on par, okay, with your goals. They will be met very, very soon. In fact, you may have Libra somewhere in your natal chart, or your person does. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. We also have Sagittarius here in Gemini. Okay. Here's the issue, right? We have somebody who not only knows what they had, what they possessed, and just how much it helped them. They couldn't really sit still or shut the fuck up long enough to hold on to it. Okay? It's very painful for this individual, and it's been very painful for you as well. That is very mirrored energy. The break of this soulmate connection. It hasn't been easy. In fact, you've tried more than once to release this, okay? You've had a very, very difficult time with getting that done. But I feel like this time is much different than all the rest, is what I'm hearing, okay? You've really been doing the work. You've really been just trying to cultivate a different structure for yourself, right? Grasp onto different patterns. Possibly focus on other things rather than this connection. Starting new hobbies, just figuring out what makes you happy besides a connection or besides a relationship, besides other people, seeking validation within rather than outer. Very, very difficult nonetheless, right? Four of Swords is about a significant amount of rest that's needed. Going through a very, very difficult, tough time. It's after the Three of Swords, in fact, right? So we already know that a heartbreak has happened. Okay? So this is a depletion of energy, depletion of just mental capacity, mental bandwidth, emotional bandwidth. You have nothing left at this juncture. Now, this is in the reverse. So I feel like you're slowly coming out of this energy. The only thing left to do is cut this cord here. You see how it's still attached? And cutting this cord, you're able to fully release yourself and move beyond it, right? Face any conflict, boundaries, blockages that may have been there before to gain that forward movement. Okay? Both of these still in the reverse, however. So we got 4 swords in the reverse as well as the world in the reverse. Now, these are also signifiers of what this person is experiencing as well. This is somebody who is struggling with habits. They have a habit of doing the same shit over and over and over. And this instance is no different. Very slow to listen. They did not hear you, so there's no way that they can listen to your instruction, but they're still moving. They're actively wanting to collaborate, actively wanting to work on this, fix it, you know? Not fix it alone. They don't feel like they should have to fix it alone. They kind of want to collaborate with you on fixing things. But if they heard you before, then they would realize that they are the ones who solely need to go and work on fixing themselves. Not the connection. Dum-dum. You need to fix you. Some things inside of you don't allow you to gain wisdom through others by way of listening. They just do not listen. That may be some form of an immature habit that this person has, right? They cut people off mid-sentence. But again, this is somebody who seeks to have the best. You see what I'm saying? And it doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. This person seeks to have the best cars, the best houses, the best woman, the best man, the best shoes, the best, just the best. They want to eat at the best restaurants. They want to, but they have nothing. Like, how do you plan on upkeeping these standards of yours, It's literally what this card says, all right? Wanting and having the most expensive tastes and things in life. With empty pockets, with empty resources, with an empty mind, with an empty brain, right? It definitely makes no sense. It definitely gives way to how children think, right? It's like, I want to buy a G-Wagon. I want to buy a Lamborghini. Baby girl, baby boy, slow down. Graduate middle school first, okay? Right? Not saying that those dreams can't come true, but it's your job as a parent to teach them that takes steps, right? You got to take the proper steps to get there. All right? And sometimes, okay, it is the exception, not the rule, for people to just win the lottery and all of a sudden become rich and just get whatever they want and just like that, right? You can manifest that, of course, but again, it's levels to this shit. So thinking that you will just graduate from high school and wake up one day and there will be a Lamborghini outside your house and you'll be living in a big old mansion and you have not worked for it whatsoever is not logical. Not saying it can't happen, right? Very, very small, minute, okay? Less than 1% of people that will happen to. So realistically, as a parent, it's your responsibility to teach them that if that's something that you want, then this is the steps that you need to take to work towards that. Now, this is what you've done to your child, okay? This is a child, okay? I don't care how old they are. They might be up in age. They may be in their mid-50. They may be 40. They may be 60, 70, 80, 20, whatever. They're an adult, but they are very much so childlike in the membrane, okay? Fun. They just want fun. They just want the card to arrive. Yeah. They just want the relationship with a big fish like you, okay? You're not small fish out here, okay? Small fish in a big ass pot. No. Great whites, goddamn. Okay? Massive come up for this person you would have been, all right? Now, I'm not one to say that they are lesser than you. I would never say something like that. But we all know that there's levels to this shit called where we are in life, okay? Hierarchy. That's what we're talking here. And on the scale of hierarchy, the two of you are not on the same level. Let's just be very, very clear. Okay, so now you set out just like a parent, a map, a set of instructions, a guideline, a book for dummies, I guess, success for dummies, some shit like that. You printed it out. You published this shit for this motherfucker. And they did not read it. Because they didn't even know the book was there. Because they never heard you say that it was there. Because they don't listen. You see what I'm saying? It's a domino effect. Same goes for those of you who told this person that you were done for good. Guess what? They didn't hear you. And guess what? They're fucking back. It's wild. It's just wild. I just wish that this person, I mean, they could get so much further ahead in life. This is somebody who has not progressed past the cycle that they have continuously been on. This person has been on a hamster wheel of the same cycle since they were like born and shit. You know what I'm saying? No evolution, no evolving, no growth. No growth, no moving up, no maturity, right? No deeper ways of thinking. We have full moon in Gemini, right? So it says the answers you need are coming. That's for this person. Here's the problem. When they get the answers, will they listen to it? You see what I'm saying? You would continuously be dealing with this cycle with this person should you decide to stay here, of course. Now, for the majority of you, you have already manifested another cycle for yourself. This cycle is entailing more of a self-love focus, okay? So you may not currently be seeing anyone. You may not currently be even wanting to entertain anybody at this time. Perfectly fine. Again, self-love journeys, just like twin flame journeys, I don't like to glamorize them, right? They are much needed, period. Self-love journeys are definitely needed, okay? Especially in reference to where most Aquarians are trying to go. Next level shit, right? So it's necessary. I mean, there's no way getting around it. But on a self-love journey, you often have to hurt yourself. And you're just like, how is this even fucking possible, universe? What is going on, right? You have to dump people. You have to leave people. You have to cut people off. You may often have to leave jobs. You may have to go without. You may have to humble yourself. You may have to struggle for a little while. There's shit that you got to do along that journey that is painful as fuck. May knock you off balance, right? Make you feel out of whack. Make you question just what the fuck is going on. Quite often. But there is a method to that madness, okay? There's a reasoning behind all of the sacrifices that are made on a journey such as that. And where you end up at the end of that journey is the reward, right? People often, when they see just how far somebody has come financially, emotionally, spiritually, just a different person, just leveled up on that ass overnight and shit. They think it happened overnight. They think it was just given to you. They think that you just woke up. And it's like, nah, you wasn't even there when I was like depressed as fuck, in the dark, you know, listening to Jodeci on repeat, right? Heart broke as fuck. Can't think, can't eat, can't sleep, don't feel like going to work, don't feel, right? But I still had to get up and fight another day. No, but they weren't with you along that journey. Okay. No need to explain yourself to motherfuckers who don't understand the come up, right? I don't know why I needed to say that. Somebody needed to hear that. That's what I just said, okay? Somebody needed to hear that. So we have, yeah, exactly. A new start is coming. So I feel like you're right on the brink of some sort of breakthrough, okay? Whatever you've been working towards. This journey that you're on, this self-love journey, this is a marathon. It is not a sprint. It is not for the light at heart, okay? But it's definitely divinely guided and it's fated for you to be receiving this abundance that's on the way. So we have a personal issue reaches resolution. This is full moon in Cancer. Now this is this person, you guys, okay? This person is going to be full of emotions, full of conversation, full of, you know, wanting to meet up, text messages, DMs, etc., etc. Okay? Just in case you're wondering why they're back around, it's because they did not hear you when you said don't fucking show up in my life anymore, right? They definitely want to fix this, okay? This is somebody who is looking towards a victory. They actually feel like they have a good chance at having that victory, okay? Not really sure what changes they've made to have that much confidence, but then again, I can't really explain much about this individual. Their logic is just totally out of whack, okay? You did all you could, okay? You did all you could to save this, to keep your child from going in the wrong way. Right? You did all you could. You want an adult. You want an adult. You want somebody on your level. You want somebody who is on the same floor as you. Okay? Penthouse. CEO, CFO, COO. You can't deal with the janitorial staff, right? Like you just got to move on up. And I feel like that is something that is coming in towards you. It's coming in for you for sure. Not before this person. So you will have a choice between that, right? If that's something that is still appealing to you, of course. Of course. Now we will have new love in the extended because I'm just curious. I'm curious about this next cycle for you, okay? I'm curious to see how you'll navigate it. Because I feel like you're going to have a lot of different things thrown your way. Now, the things being thrown your way will all be wins, okay? Not many losses on this next journey, on this next cycle, okay? You've had enough. You've done enough. All right. So we have purpose. I mean, it's the delusion for me. It says someone who knows what they are meant to do and knows what they want. So that is this person. This is an individual who they do know what they want, you guys, okay? They're very clear about what they want, right? The issue is the plan to get there. They don't line up. It's not in alignment. That might have been quite attractive to you about this person, right? That Knight of Wands energy can be very attractive. It's very adventurous. It's spicy, you know? It's spontaneous. It's adventurous. It's fun. Fun, fun, fun. Lots of fun. And then to hear the things coming out of their mouth, right? About their plans and what they plan to do and what they're working on and what they want and what they plan to have by this date and all sounds great. Sounds magnificent. Sounds phenomenal, actually, right? Like, wow, a life with someone like this could be really, really fun. It could rev shit up, you know? Add some spice to my life. Little did you know that those were all pipe dreams. You know what I'm saying? This is just somebody like wishing on a star. This is somebody just like, you know, still playing with bubblegum machines and shit like that. You know, that little claw machine so that you can get an iPhone or win a Mercedes and shit like that. That's how they plan to get it. That's their plan. Not to actually work for it. It's wild. So you had to do what you had to do. But this is somebody who has now set their eyes out towards you, you guys, okay? So, let me just say this. The plan is definitely what's going to be the thing that we want to look at. Their plan, their intentions, etc., okay? If you still see it for this individual, and now y'all know I do not judge, right? We have the sword and the rose. There needs to be full-blown clarity and transparency. You have to really ask the right questions. This is only for those of you who still see it for this individual. Don't beat me up because everybody is not out to just knock their people out of their life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not on that. So just to be fair, right? Some sound advice would be the right questions, okay? Yeah, it sounds good what you feel like you want with me, what you feel like you want to build with me, but how are you going to get there? How do you plan to get there? Or say some shit that really matters and ask them to repeat it right after you say it because this person clearly does not listen, okay? This is something that has affected them in their entire life, actually, all right? Yeah, so we have camera. I feel like this retrograde is having a big effect on this individual, okay? This Temperance card is definitely their energy. It's as if all of these emotions and feelings and thoughts are just coming to this person, just bum rushing them at once. It could be during a dream. It could be just randomly throughout the day. Maybe they see you somewhere and you don't see them, right? Some sort of scenario has this just hitting them like a ton of bricks. And once that moment, it's like one moment that happens, you're on their mind like on a reel, okay? Lots of reminiscing, lots of thinking about memories and thinking about, you know, just how they can take some action here. Okay. I'm just worried about what plan they will conjure up, because as you know, this is not somebody who logically thinks their way through planning shit like that. You see what I'm saying? They might just try to, you know, give you a membership to Planet Fitness and be like, I love you. Can we get back together? You know what I'm saying? And you just like, that's not the way this shit is supposed to go. Fuck no. Like, you know. Lifetime supply of bubblegum for you, baby, because I love you. You know? It's just... I wonder what this person has been doing, just depending on how long the two of you have been disconnected from one another. What have they been doing for all this time? Right? It's only this retrograde that is possibly bringing them back, guys. I just have to be honest with that, okay? So we have the Four of Wands. We just had a twin flame read. I'm just like, is this another one? Is it another one? Like, tell me down in the comments. You know if this is your twin flame or not. This is how they feel you've affected them, right? From their perspective. As I stated, this is not someone who is delusional in the sense of who you were to them. Okay? Even if they never showed you or told you the value that you possessed in their life, they very much so know it, right? They're not trying to trick themselves into thinking that you were nothing, that it is what it is, that it is nothing and shit like that. No, they're not. So they kind of feel like you rocked their foundation, their core, by leaving, by choosing yourself, by choosing another path, another journey that does not include them. Now, I do not feel like you're entirely out of this cycle, you guys, with that Four of Swords in the reverse, okay? There's still some work to be done. Yeah, so we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Still some work to be done. It's moving at a snail's pace. You may be getting a little bit tired, right? Just kind of over it. Wanting to finally be in a space where you feel like yourself again, where you feel like you're imbalanced once again, where you feel like optimistic about moving on and maybe possibly having a partnership. You don't feel like that just yet. And that is possibly where we may run into a little bit of some stickiness here with this person just showing back up. Because while your emotions might not still be completely tied to this person, there's still a cord that needs to be cut. And this is somebody who, like I said, they know how to rev it up, you guys. They know how to rev it up when they need to. They know how to get it going when they need to. All right. This is a good time. Okay. And I'm not saying that you're going to be so naive as to just go towards this for a good time. It's just something about this person. It's just something about them. This is someone who had your full undivided attention at one point in time. And the fact that you're not fully into that next cycle is the reasoning why, you know, there's a bit of a, you know, just a little bit of a sticky situation there, okay? You are the one in control, however. So you will have the power to control this. Now, this person does still have extremely strong feelings for you, all right? They do. They may have even possibly thought that the love would have connected the two of you again prior to now. Which is why they were able, okay, so now they're answering me, which is why they were able to just kind of go on for however long it's been since the two of you have actually communicated about things dealing with the two of you, okay? Had a conversation about the relationship and what occurred, right? Conversations of accountability. It's taken so long because they were kind of just thinking that, you know, in time, the love would migrate the two of you back together at some point. It never quite happened. And now they can't stop thinking about it. Now they can't think about anything else, actually. Okay? This is someone who may speak of wanting to learn from their past, wanting to learn from their mistakes, wanting to fix this, you know, putting themselves out on the line. This person will come towards you very humbly now, okay? This is not somebody who's going to come towards you arrogantly. They may even express some things you never heard them say before, ever. You may have never even thought that they would say no shit like this, right? Confessing love and just how much you meant to them and how much this relationship meant to them, bringing up history, you know, remember the time we did such and such and such, remember that thing you used to do when you, remember when we, right? All of the feels is in that moment. Regardless of if you saying you hate them now or not, I'm just saying, in that moment, if that conversation comes, all the feels are there, okay? The butterflies, the hope, right? The optimism, the wanting to hold on and linger on to what we like to call history, right? And something that is familiar and somebody that you once saw a future with. That's how they're coming at this. That's how they're approaching it. And while their intentions may be great, while their want for you and want for this connection and the future of this connection, whether they tried to fuck you over in the past or not, their intentions now are to fully bring this Two of Cups, this twin flame connection, this Lover's card, bring that all back together and cultivate this massive amount of love with you. They're actually praying for it, okay? They're trying to manifest this. While those intentions, as I just stated, might be pure, the plan though, because we've been here before about what they say they want versus how the fuck they plan to get there. And that's just that on that, right? That's where you will stand with it. And I'm just not sure that this is somebody who has an actual plan for you guys. You see? So how can you put all of your trust in that? You know, how can you trust that? It's almost as if you will always be the one, you know, just kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop or just waiting, period. Right? This is somebody who knows how to, they talk a good game. You understand? They saying all the right shit. But what are they going to do about it? Do they have the action to put behind that shit? No, they do not. They do not. You guys, they do not. They might be fine and everything. You know, they might have the looks down pat. Right? Right? Can't make it up. All that shit down packed. But this is what we need, okay? We need you to prove it. We need some movement. We need some action behind those words. Too much talking. Too much talking. Shut up. Listen to what the fuck they saying. Hello? And then follow through with the action. I just don't know if that's possible, you guys. I just have to be honest, right? I don't know. I just don't know. I do not know. Right. That's just me keeping it a buck. Yeah. So they're coming with all of the remorse, you guys. All of the remorse. The apologies. The accountability, right? Again, though, there's still no actual plan for you guys. There's still no actual plan for themselves. No plans for the future, no plans for how they plan to get shit going, how they expect for the things that they desire to come to pass. It's just almost like they feel like it's just supposed to magically appear, right? Like Lucky Charms, you know? See, you want proof, okay? You want proof in numbers, you want receipts, you want, you know, you just got, you want it, you will believe it when you see it. And I just don't know if they will be able to produce that. You see what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there, because you do have a victory coming up for sure. Now, for those of you who still see it for this person, ooh, I mean, I'm not saying that it's a dub. I'm not saying that it's a dundada. I'm not saying that, right? And that it's not possible that they haven't made the changes. I just don't see that showing up just yet, okay? This is almost somebody living in like a dream world, you know, where things just perfectly happen and come to pass for them and they don't really have to do anything to get there, right? right, let's go on over to the extended, guys, okay? I want to see what karma is approaching this individual, okay, for their past behavior. Because even though their intentions were not ill-fitted, they still had an effect on a lot of other people's lives, including yours. So they can't escape that. No matter how good they try to make this shit sound, oh, I'm sorry, I love you, I made a mistake, you're my everything, let's, you know, paper mache this shit back together, I love you, right? Don't get somebody else, like it's me and you, babe, it's me and you, you're the only one that I see. All sounds great. They still have some karma coming their way though, okay? They may have this bird brain of a teenager, but they're very much so an adult. So in the court of spirituality, you get tried as an adult. I mean, it is what it is. And I just don't know if you want to be in the crossfire with that motherfucker. I'm just saying, okay? So we will look at the karma approaching this person. We will also look at the lesson they will be forced to learn. This is going to give us an idea for those of you who are still looking forward to this. If this is a twin flame, that shit is difficult as fuck to walk away from. It's been difficult, even if it's just a soulmate. It's been hard, okay? The lesson that they are forced to learn in the near future is going to give you an idea of if there's a possibility for union, okay? We will then look at their next steps so that you can prepare yourself and the best possible outcome or potential outcome. Whether you decide to re-engage with them or not, we will look at both, okay? I also want to see what subconscious blockages is Spirit currently trying to bring to your attention for your own growth and expansion towards this victory, all right? Removing or addressing those blockages are going to help propel you towards that victory or propel you towards the next cycle that you've been desperately asking for. I'm just saying, I hear you shouting at the universe, shouting it from the rooftops. All right, we will then look and see why did this all have to go down this way. That's going to be the silver lining, and also it will give us an idea in reference to what lesson you needed to learn. And if you've learned that lesson, then you will be well on your way towards this victorious outcome, okay? And then I want to see what good things are on their way for you as a result of your obedience, okay? You chose this self-love journey. Some hard shit. Okay, it's hard, lonely. It's just one person there, them and the moon. It's almost like they're seeking guidance from spirituality, from source. Okay, it's lonely and it's often dark, right? While it's illuminated by the universe, by the divine, this is a person in darkness. So it's a very, very tough journey. It's been a long time coming. So the fact that you chose this shit, I mean, hello, right? It speaks for itself. That will not go unnoticed. So let's take a look and see what good shit is on its way because of that. Hello. I also want to go right on into the new love message right following that. We will see what do you have to look forward to. Only good, only new connections. Are there any warning signs that you need to be aware or prepared for? I also want to see what are some signs and synchronicities that will be given by Spirit to signify that you've met your divine counterpart. For those of you who are like, that's next for me. You know, forget this little dating around, frivolous connections, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Divine counterpart, please me, okay? Divine counterpart me, please. All right, and then we will get Spirit's focus advice in reference to how to speed up momentum towards your divine counterpart and towards your ultimate divine happiness in the least amount of time, all right? So you do not want to miss it. Take a moment and click that like button if you do not mind, as well as the subscribe button, okay? And the notification bell, all right? All right, we got a lot to dig into, you guys. Let's go cut up a little bit. I'm gonna see y'all over in the extended, all right?